Hello and welcome to the first episode of our Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Monotype playthrough. We've done a lot of things in the past, a whole lot of things to do with Pokemon such as Nuzlocke and other challenges, but we've never touched upon a Monotype challenge before. So, at the very beginning we will quickly go over what it is. It is a pretty simple concept. The Pokemon that you are allowed to use throughout the game only consist of Pokemon of one type, and that type, for us, is going to be the Steel type. The reason I chose Steel is because 1, it is my favorite type, 2, it is a good type, rather than making it incredibly difficult of a type like, Normal, which doesn't really have any benefits. Steel is a pretty good type. And third, because it kind of fits the theme of Pokemon Diamond a little bit, not necessarily in how the story is reflected, but the cover art Legendary, for example, is a Steel type. One of the stars of the game is a Steel type, and thankfully, because of the addition of the Grand Underground in this game, we can get a couple more Steel types early, making my dream of doing a Steel type Monotype playthrough a reality. So, with that said, with that very clear, let's go ahead, jump ourselves into the English language, I suppose. We should go ahead and click start on that, and jump into Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. This game, of course, being Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Hello there, it's so very nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. But only Steel-type Pokemon for us. My name is Rowan, however, everyone just calls me the Pokemon Professor. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Which one are you showing me? It's one of those inferior normal types, get that out of my sight. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. What do? I conduct research so that we may learn more about Pokemon. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? I feel like we should just go with generic protagonist, although I do have brown hair, although I also have long hair, so it's not like any of these will really fit me super well. So I guess we'll go with generic protagonist. Generic protagonist is going to be called Generic Carlos. That is what we usually go ahead and name ourselves in these playthroughs. There's no reason to start changing that around right now. Your name's Carlos? It sure is. Okay, so you're Carlos. A fine name that is. Thank you. Appreciated. Wow, a direct compliment. Now, this boy here, I believe he's your friend. What might his name be? Oh, I'll tell you what his name is gonna be. Oh, I'll tell you. You know what? This kid's kinda crazy. So, it stands to reason that his parents would be kinda crazy too, and he would have inherited the craziness. So, his parents probably would call him something stupid like Biff. Biff's not crazy enough though, because they have to be really crazy, right? So it has to be Biff with 3 Fs, because let's be honest, what kind of psycho calls their kid Biff with 3 Fs? Perfect name, fits the character, couldn't have been named better. What a great name. That Munchlax was incredibly excited about the name too. Alright Carlos, the time has come. Your very own grand adventure is about to unfold. On your journey, you will meet countless Pokemon and people. I'm sure that along the way you will discover many things, like a weakness to fire and ground. It's going to be rough at certain points, but we'll see how it goes. Perhaps even something about yourself. Now, go on and leap into the world of Pokemon. So, one thing I should mention, just to clarify, because I'm sure it's going to come up as a very important question, is how are we going to do the starters of this game? Because obviously, Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup do not have Steel types right off the bat. And that's the key point. It's not right off the bat. But one of the starters can evolve into a Steel type. So there is one little side clause that we're going to be doing while we go through this playthrough. Mostly just applying to Piplup, but it might apply to like one other Pokemon in the run that I have in mind at the moment, which may or may not actually be Burmy, which is going to be interesting, but I am going to allow usage of Pokemon that can evolve into Steel types. So Piplup, for example, is going to be allowed because it can evolve into Empoleon eventually. If not, then we wouldn't have a starter and we wouldn't be able to do the run at all. So it makes sense that we would put that rule in. But the other Pokemon that I think might actually apply would be for Burmy before we can get it into that, like, Trash Wormadam. Listen, it's actually called Trash Form Wormadam. It's not my fault, okay? I'm not trying to start an argument with the Wormadam believers, okay? there's two of them out there somewhere, okay? They communicate through like a really, really long, like, two cans with a string between them. Leave them to it, okay? They're living their best life, but we might have to use Wormadam at some point in this run, just because I want to catch every steel type in the run as we go through. Oh, hey, look at Chansey! Hey! It's celebrating! What, hang on, what show is this? Here we are, it's the Contest Digest. The star of the show in today's normal rank cleverness contest is Wesley, who won with his particularly well-groomed Pokemon. Oh. It makes sense that our mother would be watching contests for anyone that's played through Pokemon Diamond and Pearl back on the DS. Then you know. Oh yes, Carlos, don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It'd be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't, so don't do it. Don't do it, you fool. Well, let's go ahead and start making our way over towards our good old rival, who's going to start showing his craziness immediately. Bonk, by running straight into us, head first. No fear in his eyes, in his gigantic beady eyes. The chibi form of this game is, not for everyone, I think is how I would describe it. Personally, I'm fine with it, because Pokemon's been chibi for forever. But I know some people were kind of, I don't want to say put off by the art style, because I don't think people were put off, more just, they weren't expecting it to be quite so chibi after the previous games. I think it was that comparison to previous games where they weren't quite as chibiified that made people kind of look at it and go, ugh. But I feel like everyone's pretty accepting of it now, at least I am, so we'll go ahead and get our way up here to good old Biff. Is that what we're calling him? Do we call him Biff? Or do we just go with Biff? And really, like, we shouldn't pronounce the B more, we should probably pronounce the F more. Biff. I don't know if my mic will pick that up. Oh, hey, Carlos. We're going to the lake. I'll be waiting on the road. It's a 10 million fine if you're late. I don't know why he thinks that I have 10 million to be fined. Like, I don't have that much money, okay? In fact, we can check how much money we have. No, we don't. We don't have a player card yet. Never mind. We can't even check how much money we have yet. Unless we would save, but I'm pretty sure it's 0, so, you know, I don't think we have any money. We do have the ability to waddle, though. A powerful waddle that we have. Hey, you saw that news report that was on TV, right? You know, search for the Red Gyarados, the mysterious appearance of the furious Pokemon in a lake. That sure got me to thinking. I'll bet our local lake has a Pokemon like that in it too. So, that's what we're gonna do. We'll go find a Pokemon like that. Alright, follow me, Biff. I know that you're headstrong and crazy, but it's okay, because I'm also headstrong and crazy. I just headbutted that tree on accident. Let's go. Alright, to the lake. Let's find us a Red Gyarados. I should also mention very, very quickly at the very beginning here, while before we start getting into the drastic, crazy plot developments of getting trapped in grass. But just so everyone is aware, I'm not doing daily videos anymore. They're going to be more spaced out. At the moment, the schedule that I'm going to be saying is going to be happening is videos on Saturdays and Mondays and streams on Wednesdays and Fridays. That's the plan at the moment. I'm going to be trying to stick to it. Just so that everyone is aware. What's going on? Professor, there isn't anything out of the ordinary on the other side either. I may have been mistaken. Something appears to be different than it was before, but yeah, fine. It's enough that we've seen the lake. Go on, we're leaving. Professor, how are you enjoying being back in Sinnoh after being away for 4 years? It must be exciting again. There is one thing I can say. There are many rare kinds of Pokemon in Sinnoh. The region should serve us very well in regard to our studies. Excuse me, let us pass, please. Dawn is very confused. I beg your pardon, we'll be on our way. Looked like she was kind of trying to pull off a moonwalk for a second there. What was that about? Those two? They left their briefcase. What's that? Don't go into the tall grass? No problem, no problem. We won't be in there long enough for a wild Pokemon to come out. It's a briefcase? Those people forgot it here. What are we supposed to do with it? We can try to return it, but who were they? I heard them say Professor. Bam! And suddenly we get ambushed by Starlies, which are going to actually peck our eyeballs out and eat them. Yeah, Pokemon's a rough wild, okay? We've seen Pokemon Legends now, so we know how tough Pokemon can be. It's a tough life. But our starter is already very, very confirmed. We know that we are not taking Turtwig or Chimchar. I think these are Turtwig and Chimchar. We are taking good old Piplup. Will you choose the penguin Pokemon Piplup? Yes. Yes, I will. And we're also going to do something that we haven't done before, and that's put an animated figure icon. Team member, we'll just go with that. On the layout, we're actually going to be running animated icons. I haven't done this before because they used to break. That simple. I could never get it to work before. So now I finally got it to work, and I'm pretty happy about it. So we'll go ahead and have our little Piplup just vibing down in the bottom left. Dialga's also on the layout, kind of just vibing. It's slightly animated because, I mean, having a Dialga, like, viciously headbanging in the corner through the entire playthrough would be a little bit extreme, so I slowed him down a little bit. Although, it could also be pretty fun to speed him up at some point, just have, like, an absolutely wild Dialga on the side, just going absolutely berserk. Does sound kind of fun. But we'll slowly fill out our team members on the bottom as we go through, and they will be moving back and forth. I know. Incredible. What a revolution this has been. Wow, your Piplup totally rocked. But my Turtwig was way tougher than yours. They were other people's Pokemon, but we had to use them. Those people won't mind, will they? Dawn comes back like, I mind. How dare you? I'm gonna push you in the lake for that. Oh, there's the briefcase. The professor would have been furious if I'd lost it. Huh? Oh no. Did you use the Pokemon that were in here? You did? Oh my gosh, what's the professor going to say? This is so not good. I'll take this briefcase for now. But not the Pokemon in it. Which is a key point. We still have our Piplup. What was that about? I don't know what's going on. Carlos, let's get out of here. My Pokemon got hurt from that battle. If we get attacked by another Pokemon, we might be in trouble. I mean, we could just continue training in the grass until we're unstoppable with our Pokemon, and then they can't take it back from us. We could be like Team Rocket Goons. Think about it. Come on, it's every kid's dream. You go ahead. I know we have to return these Pokemon. They're not ours, but I want to spend just a little more time with this little guy. I do too. Can I actually see it already? I can. 21 HP, respectable. It is a calm nature. That's honestly not a bad nature for a Piplup. It's not bad. We're going to be running special attacks eventually, because we'll get, like, Surf and Ice Beam, I imagine, and, you know, Flash Cannon. And those will be the moves that we're using. So, the negative attack nature is not bad. A respectable start for our little Piplup. Who we need to give it a name, actually. I don't know what name we want to give the Piplup. I don't think we have to decide just yet, but I need to be thinking of that in the back of my mind. Hey, it's those people. Is that old guy staring at us? Heard from Dawn that you used our Pokemon. Let me see them, please. Piplup and Turtwig. I see. That's how it is. Go on, I'm going back to my lab. And that's all he has to say on the matter. Oh, okay. Professor, please wait for me. I think you should visit our lab later. Okay, see you. Just like that. Just like that, we secure ourselves a Pokemon. What was all that craziness about? I mean, if he was angry, he could have just yelled at us or whatever. Didn't he want his Pokemon back? Alice, we should go home too. Oh, I don't have to move home. My power of teleportation. That's a big toaster. It's a huge toaster. Why is that toaster so big? Imagine the size of the toast. How big is bread in this world? Now we're asking the real questions. What's up, dear? Wow, I can't believe that happened to you. Am I ever glad that both you and Biff are unharmed. The professor you mentioned is most likely Professor Rowan of Sandgem Town. I've heard that he is well known for his studies on Pokemon. I hear he's also quite intimidating. Carlos, I think you need to visit him in Sandgem Town. You need to go and properly explain why you had no choice but to use his Pokemon. Don't worry, I'm sure he will understand. Oh, I know. Carlos, put these on. A pair of speedy boots. Going to Sandgem Town is like an adventure in itself, right? With those running shoes, you can get to faraway places much faster. Okay, let me read the instructions. Tilt the left stick firmly. Is that really it? Wait, what? No hold B? dash about faster than ever before, put on the running shoes and blaze new trails of adventure. Well, isn't that just nifty? Can I run? Wait, can I run in buildings? I guess we'll find out. We can, in fact, zoom. And I believe it is time to zoom. Where's the Bidoof? Everyone knows the first Pokemon you encounter is a Bidoof. Show me God. But first, while we're running through, I guess we'll go ahead and grab ourselves this free potion. No reason not to. Or potions, sorry. Okay, how many potions did we just get? Did you just... about 10 potions? Oh my lord. There's so many potions. No Pokemon encounters. Wow, okay. Well, we're just going straight through, I guess. Straight to dawn. Oh, there you are. Please, come with me. The professor is waiting. This is it. Our Pokemon research lab. Let's go. Biff just has to let it out. Okay, he has to let his craziness out. What the? Oh, it's you, Carlos. That old guy, he's not scary so much as he's totally out there. What does that even mean? Oh, it doesn't matter. Carlos, I'm out of here. See you later. So much as he's totally out there. What does that mean? Wow, what was that? I made Dawn sound so disinterested, but it's perfect, actually. Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Well, anyway, let's go inside. That was great, actually. That was great. Dawn probably is that disinterested, actually. Finally, you've come. Carlos, was it? Let me see that Pokemon again. It has not changed in the slightest since you last saw it. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Alrighty then, I'll give that Piplup to you as a gift. Now that it's yours, would you like to give it a nickname? I was silently thinking, and to be honest, the first thought that I had for calling it was Pringles, because it began with P. That was as far as I got. But you know what? Actually, let's call him Pablo. Call him Pablo. Was it a male Piplup? It was a male Piplup. Yeah, Pablo works. Okay. We'll go with Pablo the Piplup. Are you happy with that nickname? I'm kind of happy with that nickname. Your friend Biff told me what happened at the lake. I heard you battled very well despite it being your first time. And, from what I can see, there is a growing bond between you and that Pokemon, though it is still young. That's why I would like to entrust you with Piplup. So glad that you're kind towards Pokemon. If you weren't, I'd have to bury you. Oh, I just can't say it. Say it, Dawn. Say it. We know. Briefcase looks a lot smaller now. Is it just me, or did that briefcase shrink down to miniature size? Ahem. Let's move on to the main topic. There's something I want you to do for me. My name is Ron. I study Pokemon. First of all, I want to know exactly what kinds of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokédex. Ah, the Pokédex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon in Sinnoh for me? Nah, Steel type only. Get out of here. I can stand here without speaking for hours. I'm a very patient man. Let me ask you again. Will you use it to record? We're gonna lie and say yes, but in reality, we're only gonna catch Steel types. And Pokemon that evolve into Steel types. For example, if we encounter like Onix or Cypher or anything like that on the way through the route before we have 6 Pokemon that are Steel type, I think we will allow them. I shouldn't say I think. We will allow them, and we will evolve them as soon as possible. That is the rule. But as soon as we have 6 Steel-type Pokemon that we can use, we will only use Steel types for sure from then on. So if we find a Cypher after we already have 6 Steel types, we're just not going to catch the Cypher, because there's no point, really. It'll automatically record data on every Pokemon you encounter. Carlos asks that you go everywhere and do everything. Straight to the point, he says. When you walked up Route 201 with your Pokemon, what did you feel? A lack of Bidoof, actually, is what I felt. I've lived for 60 long years. Even now, I get a thrill when I'm with a Pokemon. Now, you should know that there are countless Pokemon in this world. That means there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go! Carlos, your grand adventure begins right now. Didn't they say it began now before, though? Damn, we're going on 2 adventures. The Pokemon that I used for the first time was Chimchar. If you would have chosen Chimchar at the lake, we'd have the same Pokemon now. That's a lie, and you know it, Dawn. That's a lie. You got Chimchar because it was the last thing available in that briefcase, okay? Dummy. Not that it matters, but anyways, I'm Dawn. I also helped the professor add pages to the Pokédex. So, in a sense, I'm just like you. I just got a little head start on you, that's all. I'll be happy to teach you things. Glad to meet you, Carlos. Alright, and I believe that we now have to go ahead and run back to our parents, say that we're going on a journey and never coming back. And we're also going to have Dawn go ahead and guide us through the area. Pokemon Center, nice and standard. Happy place. Pokemart, takes all your money. Evil place. We know that. We know the standards. Yep, you aren't going to be able to buy many items just yet. Oh, that's right, Carlos. Don't need to let your family know. I suppose we do. We could go and heal up at the Pokemon Center, but, you know. First things first, though, isn't there, like, an item down in the bottom here? With my prior knowledge of Pokemon. Yep, there it is. Give me that antidote. I thought it was something better than an antidote, I'm not gonna lie, but either way, we'll take it, and we will go ahead and say, hey, we're going on an adventure once we get back. Alright, let's re-enter this house with the massive toaster. Can I make toast? This is where Mom does all her delicious cooking. Fair. Welcome home, Carlos. Are you and your Pokemon healthy? Take a quick rest. I have not done any battles, because I'm probably going to actually skip over a lot of wild Pokemon battles. Because one, we only care about catching specific Pokemon, most of which we're going to find in the Grand Underground. But also, for the very, very early game at the very least, we're only going to have a Piplup, and Piplup may end up getting very overleveled very quickly. Which on the one hand is good, because it gets us closer to being the Steel type. On the other hand, it might make for less climactic battles. So, we'll see. Excuse me, is my little Biff here? Like I said, the parents crazy. They called that kid Biff, okay? This woman scares me. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. What to do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure, and then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless, I at least wanted him to take this. Not to worry, Carlos will deliver that to him. Hey, wait, what? I'm being roped into things again. Oh, really? You do that for me? Carlos, please take this to Biff for me. Why did I call it Biff? I'm already regretting the name just because I have to say extra F's at the end to make it sound stupid. You obtained the parcel. Bye-bye, Carlos. Enjoy your adventure. Let me think. Knowing my boy, he'd probably head straight to Jubilife City. Okay, please take that to my Biff. I don't know if I like the phrase my Biff. It sounds weird. It sounds really weird. Oh, Carlos. You're forgetting something important. Wait, what else is there? Wait, what did we get? Oh, the hat. Yeah, okay. Yes, the hat always did suit you well, Carlos. I nearly didn't even notice it, I'm gonna be honest. I thought we got something else. Now off you go. Now we feel like the actual protagonist. What's his name normally? There's Dawn and Lucas? Now we feel like Lucas. Alright, with our family visited and the adventure beginning, let's go ahead and get this last little bit of tutorial out of the way with Dawn, who's going to show us how to catch a Pokemon. I'll demonstrate how to catch one, so just watch me, okay? I think we can already buy Pokeballs at the mart back there and go and catch a Pokemon before the tutorial, which I always find kind of funny in these games. I imagine that hasn't changed. I didn't check, sadly. But wait, hold on. I just noticed something for the first time. How tiny is Chimchar's neck? What? That's a big head-to-neck ratio. That Chimchar's head is going to fall off. Holy, why does Chimchar's neck... It's a pin neck. Why is it so small? His ears are like 8 times the size of his neck. Also, Dawn has 10k in the bank. Dang. Hey Dawn, can I have some money? 25 Pokeballs? Respectable. Plus, now Bidoof in her arsenal, the god of all Pokemon? Dawn's looking pretty strong right now. I can't get over Chimchar's neck. I'm never gonna look at Chimchar the same again. See, isn't it neat? Actually, it's better to lower your target's HP more than I just did. It's important to get the Pokemon's HP down as low as possible. I did actually learn somewhat recently, I say recently, it was probably like a year ago, but still, lowering Pokemon's HP to 1 HP doesn't make as big of a difference as you would expect. Even if it's at like 10%, it's still completely fine. I always thought like False Swipe was so important, but it really doesn't make much of a difference. It can be like 1% higher chance. Compared to like, it can be like a 23% rather than 22% or something. It's actually not that important. Sleep, however, putting a Pokemon to sleep, massive bonus. But still, it was kind of crazy to learn that bringing a Pokemon to 1 HP really wasn't as impactful as I thought. You can just take it down to like a third, and you'll have roughly the same chance. I always thought the red HP bar was like a symbol of something, but it just really wasn't. And sadly, I can't catch this Shinx. That hurts me. My favorite Pokemon is Luxio, and I would love to have it on the team, but I can't catch that Shinx. It is unfortunate. We are going to go ahead and have ourselves our first battle, though, with Pablo. Honestly, I didn't level it up at all, so this actually is kind of like back in, you know, good old Gen 1 days, if you're playing like Fire Red and Leaf Green. I know it's technically Gen 3, but you get the point. You have that rival battle where it basically comes down to luck if you win the rival battle. I feel like this is going to be similar. I'm actually going to lead with Growl. Quick attack. That sucks. That sucks. But we're going to go for one Growl, and we're going to start using Pound. We don't have any Stab right now, so we're kind of hoping that this Starly decides to use stupid moves. Tackle does 3 damage, which is fine. How much does Pound do? That looks like a 5-hit KO. Quick attack. Hits for 3. It looks like it's going to really come down to the wire. I'd say that. We do have potions, and I am going to use potions if I need to. Should we use a potion? I want to power one more. Maybe we get a crit. Growl. Crit through the attack drop. Let's go. Pablo. Pablo. It's crit time. It's crit time, Pablo. Pablo. Alright, you get another chance. You get another chance. Starly used Growl again. You're gonna get lots of chances, because this Starly is dumb. To be honest, if it just kept spamming Quick Attack, it would have probably been fine. Or if it went for Growl first turn, that could have also been awkward. But I think we're fine now, actually. Another Growl. This Starly started losing HP, and it has got very defiant. But either way, our first victory with Pablo. One of many, to be sure. But just to clarify, because I know we've done a lot of Nuzlockes in the past, and I know a lot of people get it into their heads that Nuzlocke rules are always active. We are allowing Pokemon to faint. Obviously, I'm going to be trying my hardest not to let my Pokemon faint. I'm not just going to send them out and let them get bopped for no reason. I'm going to kind of treat it a little bit like their life is on the line. But this is not a Nuzlocke. We're not going to be releasing any Pokemon if they do faint. Mostly because there's only so many Pokemon that we can actually catch with Steel types. We could add like a death counter. Oh, it wouldn't be a death counter. Oh my god, the Nuzlocke rules are really stuck in my mind. I think I need to tell myself this, to be honest, but we might add like a faint counter, for example, or something like that. Maybe under like each Pokemon that we have on the team, we could have a faint counter, and we can shame the one that has the most faints at the end of the playthrough. That sounds stupid and kind of fun. We might do something like that. Although, I will, obviously, as I just said, try not to let my Pokemon faint. As you'd expect, I don't want my Pokemon to faint absolutely everywhere. And to be honest, we should have a pretty decent team by the end of the playthrough. Like, it's not going to be the hardest type choice, but it's definitely not going to be the easiest. Because at the end of the day, Fire type moves and Ground type moves do exist. Alright, Fire types we can kind of deal with, because, you know, we have Piplup, but fighting types, for example, are still going to be a problem. There's still going to be problems as we go through. There's going to be times when we have to fight a gym that Steel doesn't do great against. And those times, we're going to see how it goes when we get there, I guess. I'm just going to keep running forwards. I guess we'll Potion. We should Potion. I think there's like one more battle. We'll make sure that Pablo doesn't get wrecked for no reason. And we'll start making our way to Jubilife City. The City of Clowns is what I remember Jubilife as. But recently, after playing Pokemon Legends Arceus, I mean, I guess we should also think of it as humble beginnings, to be honest. It was where everything kind of began in that playthrough. So, on the one hand, I think of it as, in Brilliant Diamond, it's the place with 3 creepy clowns that will come up and talk to you and ask you weird questions. But in the other game, Pokemon Legends Arceus, I mean, hey, it's a pretty cool place. Thunder Shock, that's scary. Wait, hold on. Don't paralyze me, don't paralyze me, don't paralyze me. Okay, we're fine. Honestly, this could get bad. No paralysis. No paralysis. Okay, we're fine. If a paralysis had happened, then we might have been in like a rough situation, because we'd have suddenly been slower than it, and, you know, super effective move that can crit. But we're fine. We take out the Shinx that we sadly can't capture. Sadly, we can't capture it. And we go ahead and continue. You're like, wow. Thanks, I think. Maybe. You thank someone if they say that? I don't know. I'm actually unsure if you're meant to thank someone if they say that, or if you're meant to just be like, okay, and leave. But with that all said and done, we are pretty much at Jubilife, where we are going to wrap up this episode. We're going to pick up this last item, get Dawn to be all disappointed in us for not catching a Pokemon, because obviously there are no Steel types here, or Pokemon that can evolve into Steel types. So Dawn is going to walk over, be like, hey, you dingus, I thought I taught you how to catch Pokemon. What do you think you're doing? Hi, Carlos, are you catching Pokemon? I think you'd feel a lot safer if you were to catch some more. Jubilife City, there's the trainer school. Are you implying I need to go to trainer school, Dawn? The audacity of this. Girl. Carlos, you should visit it. You'll get some tips on Pokemon. Oh yes, Biff went to the trainer school earlier. Okay, bye now. Alright, that is where we are going to be wrapping up this first episode, though. Pretty successful. Pablo's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with Pablo. Decent nature. Didn't get bopped by anything on the way. Good for him. No crits. No crits. But that is where we're going to go ahead and wrapping up this first episode. If you guys have enjoyed this episode and are looking forward to the Monotype series in general, please leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!